Hello everybody and welcome to the wonderful world of football shirts, a football shirt podcast that is dedicated to all the beautiful things that are involved with football shirts. And I don't know about the rest of the team today, but I'm absolutely buzzing because, well, let's just skip to the chase of it first of all. I saw Woody this weekend and we were at the Essex Retro Football Show, weren't we? And wasn't it brilliant?
Yeah, it was beautiful, mate. Yeah, it was lovely to be around non-football shirt collectors because we're so used to the shirt environment that there are so many more communities out there. It's incredible.
It is incredible. And it was lovely to sit with you and just talk to you about sweets and
share frutellers.
Yeah, we shared a bag of frutellers and some crisps. We had some Coke, Coca-Cola.
Phew.
Yeah, don't be like that. Anyway,
this podcast is
hello,
rated
mate.
PG. hello.
Suitable for kids section. I've just got to tick that every time. You okay, mate?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Good. We are joined by Jake as well. Say hello, Jake.
How's it going, guys? You all right?
Yeah. Just to kind of touch back on what me and Woody got up to at the weekend. People absolutely fucking loved your football shirts, mate. Your artwork works. People took part in the raffle purely to win your shirts. They didn't care about charity. It was literally they wanted that Julian Dix shirt, and the Julian Dix one has as much love as the Cantona one.
Really, that's a shocker. How did we do? Can we give a total yet?
I'm still actually taking in a few more bits of money because bless my auntie wanted to get involved and she gave me a tenner and I'm going to send her a t-shirt. So that was lovely. But yeah, that was we'll do a bit of a roundup at some point. And we've got Helen back, who's been away from holiday and she's come back for one day only. Say hello, Helen.
Hi.
Hi. The first question: when you were away on holiday, even though you were staying in a little cabin in the middle of nowhere in Barcelona, did you see any football shirts?
Yeah, so we were staying at an all-inclusive hotel. There were lots of football shirts. They were all Barcelona.
Oh, it would be, right?
Yeah, just loads and loads of Barca. It was nice though. People obviously love Barcelona.
And
Helen, I heard a little bit of accent in that Barca then.
There was.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Love a bit of butter.
Love that.
She's been there for a few days and already she's like, yeah.
All right.
She's
cultured.
She's already ordered the yellow and red stripes away one, hasn't she? Because she's proper Catalonian there.
Proper Catalonia.
Is that a Lamine Yamal tattoo I can see as well on your arm?
Well, welcome back. We did miss you. And you missed the blind rankings last week. The guys fucked it up again. That's all I'm going to say.
I didn't. I trusted Jake's judgment.
Yeah, it was Jake and the Legends.
Love a gamble.
Right. But guys, today's even better because we have a guest on the pod who is flipping amazing. And so I want to welcome to the pod. Now, I've got to say this right because I got it wrong. I was saying it, I'm practicing it because it's brilliant because your website has the best way of saying your surname. And I'm going to get it wrong. I don't want to. So I'm going to say hello, Sharon.
Go ahead.
Oh, you balled it.
Zelma?
There you go.
Zelma? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you got it.
When there's a person in front of me, it gets really scary because I can mispronounce all of the football teams all the time. That's mine and Jake's favorite thing to do is mispronounce football teams. But when the person's literally in front of you, it gets really scary. Sharon, welcome to the pod.
Thank you so much for having me. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Sharon.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
So,
very excited.
A little bit of very. A little bit of background. We met Sharon, I met Sharon at Shirts v Boots. Do you want to tell the story of the first line you used to say hello to me?
Yes. Since you did so well with my surname, I have to. So, yes, we met at a bar in Almelo, actually the canteen of Heracles Almelo. and I was a bit confused who you were, and I was in a way really confident by saying, "Aren't you that American?" And then from there, you helped me out, Richard. So I have to say thank you for
So
doing
I
so.
think it was. She came up. I was just ordering some water. This was pre-match, and it was so
Oh, you
hot.
want the details?
Yeah. And she came up and said, "I'm so impressed by how far you've come for this football game." And I was like, yeah, quite far.
Boise.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I can't believe you came all the way from America. I was like, "Oh no, that's not me. That's
the other bearded guy."
Yeah. But then she did. We were then looking at old pictures of the team in the bar, and you found a goalkeeper that looked a lot like me. In fact, it was spot on. So Sharon took a picture, and I'll share it with the group in a moment. And for you guys, there'll be a picture right here of me and this from 1970s, I think. And he was wearing a green woolly jumper goalkeeper shirt, and he had the big ginger beard and bright red hair.
Yeah, your lost twin.
Yes, from many years ago.
Yeah.
And it was a good day, wasn't it?
It was great. Yeah, it was just incredible to see so many people making the effort all the way over to the Netherlands, meeting people from the community, and everyone was very dedicated for the cause that we had, the English stand, raising money for getting that rebuilt or restored, actually. And it was incredible. It was hot, but it was worth everything. And it starts from there. And Dan and Eric, who are also in the organization, did incredible work. And still buzzing, and it's been a few weeks now. So yeah.
I think you and I both are. It's just I feel so tingly. I've still got my shirt right next to me just in case. But
there you go.
But before, obviously, that's how we met. But obviously, you've had an involvement with football shirts, and I was kind of doing my research on you and reading your website, and your kind of about us is absolutely incredible. So, if you wouldn't mind, just kind of giving people, listeners now that won't know who you are, the lowdown of who we know who you are, but who you are, what you do, and what your kind of Instagram profile and website is all about.
Yes, I will. So my Instagram is me, Sharon Zomer, and I'm the founder of Kit And Kit And started about a year ago, at least a year ago, yeah. And it was bound to happen because I was sharing several of my kits from throughout the years of collecting through Twitter, now called X, and finally went over to the gram. So I was, sharing a lot on there, and I just found out that platform wasn't enough to showcase the way I wanted it to do. So I made the website, and the website showcases several kits from my collection, and I started as a model myself, showcasing, hey, you could wear this with other clothes that you have. And then gradually I'm now going more in the background and letting other females do the modeling part. And I do the styling. So I make up the outfits and just hope to inspire other females to wear football kits because, they're too pretty to stay in the cabinet or not to even purchase. So that's what I do. And pretty soon, as in next weekend, actually, I'm hosting an event here in Amersfoort, my hometown, and it's called the Football Lifestyle Event. And then I'm showcasing in a really, really nice showroom how football and fashion are a crossover that really works well. So that's it in a nutshell.
Cool.
I mean, it's just so cool because I think, Helen, you'll agree, we love when football and fashion cross over. I mean, just recently, how many times we've seen lacy shirts underneath with football shirts over the top, and we've got so much time for it.
Yeah.
Sharon, can I just jump in there because it's
sure.
sort of related to what Sharon was just talking about, and I just want to say how much I absolutely love that that photo and that styling that you did with the lady in the England yellow goalkeeper shirt from a few years back.
Yeah, thank you so much.
With the sparkly gloves in the bar with the drink, it's just it's unreal. I love that shot. It's so cool.
Thank you so much for saying that. And I know for sure her name is Jennifer, and she's 77 years old, and she actually lives down the street. And I think that's probably, and I don't have to tell you guys what football does, and especially kids, they have a story, but that kid now has an extra story for me for what we've done and what she told me during the process of, explaining that I wanted her to model for that shoot, but also it was something she never did before. She was really conscious.
She killed it. She absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, I agree, and it was more than for her. It was more than just wearing the kit. It was actually getting over a certain, I think, insecurity, and that's so nice to to also experience, because someone opens up to you and you actually help them out of their comfort zone. And I chose a kid which was actually in her comfort zone because she's English and she lives in the Netherlands. So, it all fell, together really well. And I have to say credit to the people that I work with, someone who does the makeup and also the photographer. Without them, I'm nothing. So, yeah. But thank you so much.
If we were on that, then I might as well just give you kudos for the Tintin photo you did.
You guys have really went into my history books. Yeah, that's probably I think again we could all agree how far you want to go sometimes for a shirt, and in this case drove to Belgium, to Brussels to be even more correct, and then found this mural, and actually used my dog to play the other part of the role. So yeah,
that's dedication.
it's just,
that is for shot.
Yeah,
traveling to a different country.
Yeah, that's I just feel blessed to be able to do it, and I think that sometimes you just have to do it to see if it works out, and else you had a fun day by being there. It's never bad to travel.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Am I the only one in the group that goes that far? I don't think so, because I saw a lot of stuff from Woody.
Woody's
got a favourite car park.
Yeah, I've not used my passport yet, Sharon, but
Okay, never say never.
There's still time.
Yeah, good job.
So I did read on your website that this all started because I think you were late for a meeting or something like that. So you threw on the first thing you could grab in your wardrobe, and it was a football shirt. And so someone commented on you wearing a football shirt, and I'm assuming work style trousers, and it just started from there. But it had to have stemmed from your love of football shirts. So if we can go back, if you can remember all that, like what got you into collecting football shirts in the first place? And were you into football at a young age? Did you, obviously everyone's stories is slightly different. So what's your story in getting into football shirts?
Well, I have a basketball background, and that has to do with my American background too. I'm half American, half Dutch. So it was always basketball for me. And then when the US hosted the World Cup in '94, please don't ask my age, we went to visit a game. I don't know which game it was. I was quite young. And then I remember really loving the atmosphere and thinking, ooh, this is incredible. Went back to the Netherlands because we were living here. And then there was this program on TV which was really focusing on the English Premier League. And that was the season that Newcastle was ahead of Manchester United with the 12 points. And then I was just I saw Eric Cantona, and I was just like, who is he? I was just fascinated in the heartbeat, and it's all started then. The way he wore the kit, his aura, diving into the whole history of who is Manchester United, because I didn't know. And then I just fell in love with the club, and especially the player. And actually, my first kit was the 95-96 home kit. And I actually focused on only United kits. It's something that I felt I was true to the club, so I wasn't able to buy any other club shirts. And that gradually, I think that was the fashion part in me, changed over the years, because I did see incredible kits from other clubs or countries, and yeah, it just felt like I couldn't do it. And actually, during COVID, I had enough time to go online a lot and just actually get involved with the community, the shirt community, and I was seeing so many nice things. I was like, yeah, I know that kit, but why would I buy it? And they changed my opinion about it over being so actually hard to myself, because if you love something, why don't you just purchase it? And so I gave up on my own rule. I went for it, and yeah, no way back, no more room anymore too. And I think the difference between how it started was I collected, and I was really scared things would get ruined, or the colors would go to waste. So I actually stored it in a cabinet. I think a lot of collectors do so, and I never wore a kit. But that changed, like you said, during COVID. It was just another work meeting, and then all of a sudden I hear the tone of the music starting, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not dressed yet." Grab something, not thinking, but just know like you can't appear like this. So grab something, and that was happening. I was just standing in front of the cabinet with all the kits. So I came down with the kit, logged in, and all of a sudden someone noticed, because prior to that I wasn't wearing them. So in a way I understood why it stood out for her. And then I got like this total shame over me, and I was like, oh, how do I get myself out of here? And then she answered like, but I really like it. It's cool. And from there on, there was no way back. I just thought like, this is actually my second skin. Why am I not doing this? I love it, but I'm putting it somewhere where it can't be seen. And this is part of my identity. So I think that's the story you were referring to.
That's so good. I
That's
love that for you.
Sharon, can we ask what the shirt was?
It was a
remember?
United kit, because prior to that I would exact shirt.
Yeah. Oh, we're geeks here, Sharon.
No. Let me get 99. The one, the treble shirt, or for me the one they wore in the final.
Cool. Good
Yeah.
choice.
Ooh, oh my
So-
god! What a
That's
shirt
good meeting.
wearing to the Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Good meeting attire.
It's like coming out shirt.
To be fair, it's
Something
probably
like
the
that.
most.
I'm a kid
I guarantee it was probably the most expensive shirt that they were all wearing during the meeting as well.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Well,
Yeah, it sounds
great.
awfully planned to me, Sharon. I think you've picked the year,
Oh, yeah.
you've picked the color, you knew what
Oh,
you
yeah.
were doing.
Okay.
As you said, I have done a bit of research, and I'm not scoured, but I've gone through your Instagram, and I do have a slight bone to pick with you. You do have some Manchester United shirts, that's true. You've got a Sheffield Wednesday shirt. That's brilliant. There's no Wolverhampton Wanderers, and that's the only thing. I feel like, do you need me to send you a Wolves shirt?
Too much orange.
I think,
yeah.
It's
Great point, Woody.
orangey, bit yellowy, very Netherlandsy. You fit right in.
I think you have a good point. To be honest, I'm more into. I've been diving into the whole Wolves collection, and for me, it is actually like the 90s, the retros. Those are
We can get you
incredible,
with a retro
but
shirt,
really
don't worry.
hard to find over here. So I think maybe that's it. Of course, we have some terrific Dutch sellers. You've met them also during
Yeah.
the Shirts vs Boots, and I will definitely ask them to have that on the lookout. And let's say by the end of the year, if it doesn't work out, that I will definitely go, ooh,
One like this.
okay, showing the goods, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get one of those sent out to you. Don't worry.
Oh,
I
wow.
can't have it
Yeah.
that you're a football shirt collector and fashionista and not have a wall shirt there because
I will make you proud.
Thank
We'll
you.
get that arranged. We'll
Cool. Good. As long as
good
that's
for
what
you
it
for
is.
bringing it up. Yeah, good point.
Right. So we spoke about your kind of, your how you got into it, and then you've now got this website where you're talking about how the world of football and fashion can and have collided and will collide even more. What
Mhm.
are you spoke about the woman who is 70 odd and kind of in a bit of a shell. How do you kind of come up with these concepts to make these kind of photos? Or is it just something you kind of think on the spot, or do you have conversations with them? Because again, they do stand out. So it's not just like your run of the mill standard photo up against the same background all the time.
Well, again, thank you. I think what it is a combination of things. I do know that I have a creative and conceptual brain, so that's really nice. Sometimes it isn't because that means I can't sleep because I'm like, oh, we could do this and we could do that. But I have a background in interior design and also photography design, so I think the whole styling part, took over once I felt better in my own skin by, figuring out this is a part of me. And if you could stay close to yourself, you could be the best version of yourself. So I think, being in a creative flow that I am in right now, that is something I'm really blessed with. And I just try things, some work out great and some don't. And, I think a lot of behind the scenes of several of us collectors, if you could see them, you would know the effort we make for, doing that one shot that really looks good. But in the end, I think it's just several things that fall together. And I'm just really happy to be able to even, purchase a collection that I have right now and, grow from there. And I think if you could do something while having fun while doing it, then, you know, you can't lose. So for me, it's not even that I have to have so many likes. I think if I could share, in this case, Jennifer's story and that of several others who are still coming for, who will be placed on the website, I think that's the nicest because it's experience that we all do together. And in this case of Jennifer, it was, yeah, an emotional ride for her and something really good for me to know about, hey, being 77 years old and feeling lonely too, that is a thing. So, what connected us? A football shirt.
Oh,
So
brilliant.
that I think is also the motivation to continue and not, with that in mind, but just to know that, hey, people love it anyway. So
Yeah, man, it's brilliant. It's a great idea. It's awesome just getting a sense of community and, like you say, helping each other out. It's brilliant. It's really, really good message.
thank you. Thank you.
As well, trying to find the best way to say this, but all of the guests we've had on this pod so far are male, and if through no fault of our own, because I know that women collect football shirts and wear football shirts as well, but for you in a majoritively male dominated area, how does it feel being a woman collecting football shirts? And do you find it quite empowering in the fact that you can do this kind of thing on your website and with your Instagram? And then the other question, I guess, is twofold, is that do you notice that it's a mostly male dominated? Because I will carry out the question by saying, whilst I know that there's a lot of men in it, I don't find that football shirt collecting is very gender specific.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes
Agreed.
sense. So I'm sorry, I've
Yeah.
kind of gone a bit too deep there.
No, it's a great question, and I'm really glad you bring it up. More like this something. I'm trying to find how I think about it. It's strange. I remember, and this might be a real weird comparison, but my dad, he's a black man. My mom is not. She's white. And I remember, growing up, and then at the age of 8, someone told me, a friend, and she said, "Your father is black." And I never looked at him with these, even that way, or with that color, glasses of color. I just didn't look that way. And I think it's the same for the football shirt community. When I decided to go online with my collection, I just did it because I saw other people showcasing their collection. So I recognized something that combines us together, that is the interest in football shirts. And if I think about it, yes, of course, then it is a fact that it's male, dominant, but it's not something I see as something that I have to change. I think eventually, if I look at how women's football is doing, I think it's, getting better. The quality of the football, but also manufacturers seeing and sponsors seeing that there is opportunities for them there too. And yes, it could be even more if you compare it with, hey, if the Netherlands men's team win the World Cup one day, and the women's team does that, there will be a difference in prize money, but that is a debate that is so hard to touch. I'm trying to keep it within my own inner circle, and focus on people liking what they do and staying positive while doing it. And for the rest, it's something that I don't try to focus too much on.
I think you're absolutely right, because it's funny that I didn't click in my head that it's not about this football shirt collecting and showing them off isn't a male versus female kind of dominated thing. It is literally a sharing of a passion. There's no so that's easy to kind of way to describe it. And so that's lovely.
Yeah. Do you guys ever, come across something online that you've seen people react to female collectors?
There was a article in Stylist magazine this month, which is a woman's magazine that we get in the UK, and because football shirts are having a fashion moment at the moment, and they were like, "Oh, how to style your football shirt." So very much your arena, but it was very apologetic. It was very much borrow your boyfriend's oversized shirt, get on Vinted and find a shirt that reminds you of your dad. There was none of the sort of normalizing that you're talking about, where women enjoy football shirts, and it's great that this is a fashion moment where people can wear them. It was really cheesy and uncomfortable, and I love the way that you have the opposite vibe to your work.
Thank you. And I'm really curious where I could find the magazine. Or
I will send you the link.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, please do. Just interested. It's good to read
say,
other.
Though,
yeah.
It is good to read it. No, I have to say that it's interesting because in the world of fashion and football, I've noticed women doing a lot more successfully than men, because we as men don't know how to dress anyway most of the time. There's only, and it's a post that you did recently, Sharon, that I commented on, which was the footballers, It was Hector Bellerin, Mohamed Salah. You
Oh
posted
yeah,
those pictures
yeah.
of the guys wearing football shirts, retro-y football shirts, and other garments. Like Mo Salah in those little tight shorts and the kind of 90s
Yeah.
kit.
Yeah.
Those are brilliant. Those are brilliant moments. But yeah, guys just wear jeans and football shirts, whereas women are doing some brilliant things wearing, as I said already, with like shirts underneath. Wasn't like I'm kind of thinking, was it Finland's kit was released a few weeks ago, and there was a women wearing a white shirt and the blouse underneath, and it looked just so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's quite hot sometimes. You can't pull it off in this weather we have here and what I heard about the UK right now. But yeah, definitely, yeah. Things are changing and hopefully for the good.
I will correct myself. Woody is fantastic at wearing football shirts.
Yeah.
We've got our male fashion guy here.
I think, did you know though, I think there's a distinct difference in kind of what Sharon's talking about in terms of expressing yourself with a football shirt, involving fashion, but then there's the kind of bloke core element to football shirt wearing now. And I think Sharon's hit the nail on the head there with it just has to be a football shirt. You don't have to turn it into a leather jacket. You don't have to turn it into a waistcoat. You know, wear the football shirt and style it out with other items of clothing. Because Sharon, I've looked at your webpage, I've looked at some of the photos and compositions that you do, and you have a very classy element to how you style out the football shirts. And it's almost like it's a whole outfit. It's not just a shirt and some jeans. You've like thought of the whole composition of the furniture in the background or the landscape or the way in which you've worn your shirt. So I think that's a really refreshing take. And it goes back to what Helen was saying about how uncomfortable the magazine article is because in the UK, if that's their opinion of how a football shirt should be, like borrow your boyfriend's or think of your dad when he used to wear it. No, wear your own and just style it out your way. And I think that's
Exactly
where
that.
everyone's unique identity comes from. So yeah, it's really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, thank you. Especially come from you because, you know, I follow you for a while now and it's, what you do is insane.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys so much.
But you've got to enjoy it, haven't you? So as long as you enjoy it, you love what you do, you can express it so much better, can't you?
Even if you know, decide to wear other clothes, it just doesn't matter. You know, at one point in my life, I figured out, like, am I really going to do that? Think about what people think. It's costing me so much time and energy. So once I really could, like, let that go, then I really found such a mental space or so happy to be in. That's worth
from what I heard about your story, where you've had backgrounds in different areas such as like photography and fashion and things like that, I think the missing piece for you was that Zoom call. Your jigsaw piece was your Zoom call to wear that football shirt. And then for you to have that epiphany of going, actually, I can style this out. Someone says I look cool. Someone says I do this.
Yeah.
Because, you need that little moment. And for me, it was the same. It was COVID. I noticed I had so many football shirts. My mum said to me, she said, why don't you do an Instagram page for it? You got so many, show people.
Oh, so nice.
And that's all I did. So it just starts from those little comments from people. So yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah. It's people putting little bits of positivity out there, and it just spirals into more and more and more.
Yeah.
But some people don't realise how positive it is.
Oh god, yeah. The smallest comment that might be just a nothing comment to them.
Yeah,
but it can plant a seed and that can grow, which is brilliant. It's all I love it when people put positive things out. That's why negativity is just rubbish. No time for it. Helen, I'd love to know who actually wrote that article, whether it was male, female, and then maybe like age wise, because the comments on those are so dated so dated. It's actually painful to hear.
Well, okay, I can see that.
You've created a manhunt, Helen.
I know who's doing
I
like
mean, obviously,
Who is he?
It is a woman. It's not someone I know. Obviously, she's
Jane or John,
writing
though.
for a very specific magazine with a very specific style.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
felt
so-
old-fashioned to me.
Yeah, it's so painful to hear that.
Yeah, I don't like that. The positivity is what we're all about on this podcast. Jake, maybe your ears were burning at the weekend because the amount of positivity we were throwing at you. Me and Woody were just like, me and Woody do a podcast, but the real hero is Jake. And look at this artwork, isn't it brilliant?
Yeah.
And I mean, your ears must have been melting.
Quite sickening, Jake.
You would have hated it, genuinely. You hate this.
I'm
I do
feeling a
hate
bit
that
now,
sort
you
of
know.
stuff, to be honest. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
But do you know what? That's exactly how this kind of same thing podcast kind of like. We were just recording it for fun because we like talking about football shirts, and then people like yourself, Jake, got in touch to say, "I listen every week. It's great." I'm like, "What? Someone's listening?" It was really rewarding. But I love the fact that Woody, it was your mom that started you off on your journey, and Jake, your mom buys your football shirts for you still.
Right.
My mom listens to the podcast.
Just to clear that up, she finds charity shop bargains.
Good for her.
She's bloody good at it as well.
I'm all behind that, mate.
Yeah, she loves it.
As long as she doesn't say pit to pit when she goes into the charity shops, then we're all right.
No, but she does this thing, right? She does this thing where she'll text me first, and it'll be like, "I've found some shirts," and then she'll go, "I'm calling you," and then she'll call, and then every single time, right? Every single time, she'll go on like a FaceTime.
Yeah.
The FaceTime will be of a face, and she'll be looking to try and spin it round. And then when she finally spins it around, so she can see, it's usually like super close to the rail, and then it's just like she'll start to get the one off, and then she'll find somewhere to put it, and then go back to the rail and get the other one.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh god. No.
My mum did a similar thing when she she visited the new camp and she was buying me a Barcelona shirt a few years ago.
I mean,
I was like,
what is it, Helen?
A bath.
But I was like, describe it for me. And she was like, it's Barcelona. I was like, yeah, I know, but what does the shirt look like? Barcelona. That's what the guys told me, Barcelona. I was like, put it down, mum, walk out. You are no good to me.
Oh, poor souls.
Sharon, I just want to quickly, whilst we are kind of having a bit of fun, your love of Eric Cantona. I don't know if you know, but Jake announced that Eric Cantona had died and got a lot of hate on Instagram for announcing accidentally that Eric Cantona had died.
I did not know, and
okay, another thing we need to
you
put
want
some
to bring that
context
up again?
Right, so Sharon, I don't know if you're aware, but a few months back now, we created a little challenge amongst the pod and some listeners where we were designing anniversary shirts.
All right.
And my anniversary shirt, which I wanted to sort of throw back to, was that infamous 1995 Eric Cantona jumping over the hoardings and kicking a hooligan in the chest. So I threw it back, and then I made like a little pretend promo of it. So it's like black and white and all that. And then I was showing, I thought I'd show people what my process was, how I designed this shirt. And I put a post up of this black and white image of Eric Cantona, and I had so many people message me thinking that he was dead. People genuinely upset with me, even though there was no mention of death or anything like that.
I think there was no mention of death, but it had like 1995 to 2025, and so people were like, "He's dead."
Yeah,
but it's like,
that was the bit I saw. But
how long did it take before
I had to
people understood?
No one got it. I had to take it down because I was just
Have you still got it? The jersey?
Yeah, jersey. Yeah, I've got the jersey. Yeah, do you want to see it?
Go get it. Go get it.
One second.
So
I'll say
Sharon,
the court case finishes soon, doesn't it, Jake?
Woody got pencils and crayons and coloured. I
Yeah,
got
if I-
on my bar and I did some like graphic designing of a wall shirt. Jake, being very kind of artistic, went and made his football shirt.
So there's the back,
Yeah.
and there's the front.
Well, so did Helen.
With-
Oh yeah,
Helen made it
Helen's
as well.
brilliant.
So yeah, I made this, and it turns out we are doing a throwback to the '95 kit next season.
Yeah.
Right.
Zoom in. So
I'm like looking like.
I've got little pictures of Eric Cantona there drawn in.
So there's a toile de
Sharon,
jour.
you'd
Eric
buy
Cantona.
this.
Yeah. So like, wow.
100%.
Little
That's insane.
crown there.
Oh.
Eric.
Yeah,
Okay, it has my name all over it. Good job for you. Credit.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a Cantona obsessed child as well, Sharon. So kindred spirits.
I have a
Easy,
short story about meeting him. I met him last year. I felt like a stalker, which I'm not. But short story, he has this singing career now, and he was performing in Amsterdam, and so this was a show a venue I've never been before. So parked my car in this garage and went to the show. Show was okay. He's not the best singer, stick to football. I like his acting though too. So after the show, he comes out really approachable. Get one of my kits signed, and then I was like, wow, this actually happened. Had a short conversation with him, and it was just incredible. So I'm done. He's done. The rest of the band is also done. He walks out of the venue through the front door. And I did the same, and I go to the left, and so do they. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, I don't want to come across like I'm stalking him, but we both continue our path in the same direction. And I'm thinking like,
start speeding up. Sharon starts speeding up.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, so
Eric crosses the road. Sharon crosses the road.
Sharon, did you get kung fu kicked?
I did not yet. No kung fu was involved this time. However, apparently they had a little van that was parked next to my car, or the other way around. Wow. And I had to follow the whole party, including Eric, till the final point. So I felt really ashamed, and I was just trying not to make any eye contact, just pretending. It was so strange. It was just, it was weird, because it's like one of your heroes, and you want to go back home because the next day was King's Day, so I needed the energy. And then I was like, what? But it's actually happening, and insane. So I'm just gonna write that down. Crazy story.
I stalked Eric Cantona back to his car. That's the name of the episode.
Yeah, to his van.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, but in a way, I really, I think it just says who he is. Just a singer with a band and just leaving the venue. Yeah.
This episode should be called Chasing King Eric.
Yeah. I just finished watching Peter Schmeichel's documentary.
I didn't use the same pickup line I did with Richard, though. Do that American. Then I would be kicked.
Before we kind of finish off with our conversation and ask you a very specific question, which is coming. One of the questions I like to ask with people that collect shirts and obviously have enough to know what they're worth. Do you think there is a shirt in your collection that maybe you overpaid for because either you really wanted it or you expected it to be a lot better than probably it was?
Oh yeah, guilty as sin.
Yeah, what was it?
And it was the Bari special edition goalkeeper kit. There's only 150 of them, and I have shirt number 123. And I paid two and a half times.
Octopus?
Yeah, the octopus, exactly
Oh
that.
yeah.
It's stunning. You know the phrase of "I would give my liver" or a kidney. It was getting to that point. However, money was fine too, and I managed to get it for 2.5 times the price. And you're overpaying because especially with special editions. I think we all had it. You're in the queue, you get out of the queue, or you have to retry. You're in a different situation. All of a sudden, you're like 10th in line, and then all of a sudden 120, and sold out in a heartbeat. So that was the case, and I know the price back then, and that from there on you're never going to get it for that price. So it's something you accept, and it's a holiday less.
Yeah, it's true. And then I suppose the other kind of flip of that would be: is there one that you found in which you paid? Do you have charity shops in the Netherlands like we do in the UK? When you find a shirt for like £3 or €3 that's worth 170 or something like that, has there been one like that you found?
Definitely. Actually, that was in the time that during COVID, we have this online marketplace, and kits were offered there because a lot of people were, bored, so they were cleaning out their houses, etc. And there were a lot of people just listing the shirts for what looks to be now incredible prices. It's not the same now, but I have like a Feyenoord 87, 88 home kit with the long sleeves. I paid €90, and that's really cheap for the quality, for the shirt alone. Yeah, that's something that you're not coming across now because of the exposure that the shirts have nowadays, and people doing their research before listing them online. So yeah, and we definitely have charity shops, but I think maybe that's the same in the UK too, that you had to go to not the big cities that are more aware of trends and prices, or had to pay a lot, or ask a lot of, or charge, that's the word I was looking for, charge a lot because of them paying the rent for this hipster kind of shop. But if you go to the outskirts, then you come across the hidden gems, and then if you look well enough, you could find something. Maybe not always the shirt you want, but definitely the price that you're looking for.
Amazing.
You guys, what was your luckiest buy regarding?
Yeah, Woody, what have you got, Woody? Because I know you've got a lot of shirts, but we've never really spoken about your kind of like lucky finds.
Lucky finds. I mean, a lot of them, unfortunately, they come. I say unfortunately, they come from Vinted, and a lot of people don't price them to what they would seem. So yeah, I mean, my most expensive that I've paid, I mean, is the Chris Waddle match worn, but that was one of those opportunities as a collector where you think, do you know what? I'm never going to get this opportunity to ever have this, let alone touch one. So yeah, I sold a lot of shirts to make room for that one, but I think I've been very fortunate with finding quite a few good value ones, to be honest. I think that's what's exciting about being a shirt collector. It's not about finding it cheap, but it's the hunt and the kind of the exploring and that kind of excitement, the adrenaline. And then when you get it, it's kind of like it's over for a little bit because you don't kind of hug it as much.
Jake, I know that you've got some absolute, not just shirts itself, but some bangers that your mom's found you in charity shops. And you like to buy.
Alluded to, she's unreal on it.
You like to buy a couple of like ones where name sets have been wrecked, don't you? Because you like to.
Yeah. So, like going back to Sue's charity shop hauls, living in Birmingham, she's managed to get an Aston Villa, the Aston Villa Luke shirts from when they were in the Championship and going up. They're really highly sought after. She's found a home and away in a third for like £2-3 a pop, and they sell for like I think the third kit went for about 140 quid when I sold it. It was mad. And then she also, in a church fair, she found a mint condition Birmingham City away shirt, red Admiral with blue like stripes and stuff like that going up like the body.
The Triton Showers one.
Yeah, like 94, 95 ish.
Yeah, I used to have that one.
Wow.
£3 from a church fair, church fete. Yeah, she's good. And then vintage, like I get, like Rich said, ones with dodgy name sets or name sets peeling, and I'll do a little bit of work on them. My Dortmund jacket, Rich, jacket, which cost me like £4 or £5, something stupid like that, and it sells for like £80-90. Yeah, I love. I mean, the one thing is, I just basically I'll get it, do some work on them, load them up on an auction site, and just let them go, see what happens. I'm useless at pricing though. I said to you guys, didn't I? I was like trying to get prices. I'm crap with trying to judge what things need to go for, what the current price is. I'm so out of that loop.
I bought it was a Sheffield Wednesday 93-95 away shirt, the black with yellow pinstripes. So I've got a few of those because it's my favourite of all time. I bought one of them and it was for £60 off of eBay, and it came with a John Sheridan photo in a frame and a 90s Sheffield Wednesday scarf, right?
Oh, wow.
The shirt came through and the shirt was in horrendous condition and it wasn't as described. So I spent days like with my Philips debobbler and like a toothbrush and some whitening paste sort of going over it, and I restored it until it's pristine condition, and I sold it on, and I kid you not, it was like sending my first child off to school on the first day, sort of like waving it off to the postman.
Yeah, when you put all that effort in.
Well proud.
So, like, going on about paying quite a lot of money for shirts, mine isn't a retro one or anything like that. Well, it is, but it isn't. Like, my most expensive shirt that I've ever brought outright, and this is probably nothing in compared to you guys and some collectors, is the reissued 91 Cup Winners' Cup shirt from United recently in long sleeve. It was like 130, 140
Yeah,
quid.
it was expensive. Yeah.
Really, really expensive. But I was just like, I'm gonna have to get it. It's early birthday present sort of thing. But yeah, it's mad, really, buying brand new shirts for that crazy amount of money.
But you look fucking good in it, mate.
Yeah.
So,
thank you.
There you go.
Guys, my ones. I got my ones here. This one, Mexico. The not ABBA sports one, but the one. Is it just before? I got that for free. Someone gave it to me. And this one you won't know, but the other guys know. This one is the Wolves goalie shirt from when we were first in the Premier League, and it's gold. And Wolves wore it once; it was never sold. And we even the Wolves collectors only know of one other person that owns one, and that is of a match issued one to a under 21s goalkeeper. And I got given that as well. And someone offered me £250 for it off my back when I was wearing it one time in Wolverhampton. So that's not bad.
You wore it out?
Well, because I didn't know the value of it.
Word.
I wore it out thinking, this is nice. It's really thin.
I've seen you in
really
that, Rich.
baggy. Yeah, I met you in it, didn't I, for the first time? I was wearing it.
Did you offer him 250 quid, Jake?
No, not me, mate.
He didn't even
I'm
know
tight as anything.
That's where he gets his mom to buy his clothes.
100%.
He's sticking the boot in this pod today, isn't he?
It's all in one direction as well.
I know. I'm so sorry. I mean, yeah, with one hand giveth, the other taketh away. I was giving you so much love over the weekend. You should have been marrying me. Anyway, right. It's that time. Sharon, welcome to Football Shirts Room 101. Dun, 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 dun. That's the dramatic music for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, isn't it?
Really is.
Yeah.
So we haven't done this for a while, but for those who don't know, and for Sharon, for someone who hasn't lived in the UK, we used to have a TV show that was, I mean, as well, maybe it was like a famous book writer man. He wrote a book called Room 101 or something like that. Helen's nodding along. She's read a book.
George Orwell, 1980.
George Orwell, that's it. He had a time machine as well, didn't he? I like the time machine. I've said that before. The film was called The Time Machine, right?
H.G. Wells.
Oh, is that another person? Fuck, I can't read. I've read 2 books in my life. Books I've read. What's all about? Orson Welles. Oh, I know Orson Welles. I don't know him personally. And there's H.G. Wells. They weren't related, right? They weren't brothers. No, nothing like that. Helen? No.
Get to Room 101, for God's sake.
Crying.
I'm playing a character right now. I know they're not related. Although Jake's taking his earphones out, he's done. Right, but Room 101 was the idea that celebrities would come on the TV show and they would enter an item that they never want to see again. And if the host of the TV show thought your argument was successful enough, they would pull the lever and your item would get entered into Room 101 and never be seen again, ideally. And so I thought, hey, well, why don't we do the same with football shirts? Because there's all parts of football shirts, football shirt collecting, football shirt culture, football shirts design that we all kind of have this dislike for. And the thing about this podcast, and I didn't say this at the start, but Woody, this podcast, it's a safe space, mate, isn't it?
Very.
We can share our opinions with football shirts and not worry about the hate that we might get because we value everyone's opinions. So like for example, the idea of the tie-up collar, that was actually one of mine because I thought, what's the point in it? It doesn't offer anything as a football shirt other than maybe aesthetic. And then when you're running and playing in it, you're getting hit in the face with the agate because they're like, Woody, yours was fourth shirt. No, yours was football shirt designs without any meaning. Design sake of designs. Jake, his was goalkeepers wearing short sleeves. Is that right? Yeah, goalkeepers wearing short sleeves, and then footballers wearing Under Armour long sleeves. We've had people enter fluo shirts, V-neck collars, Arsenal's constant training / leisure wear. So I asked you, Sharon, if there was anything. Oh, we also had the 90s Umbro little button that pinned down the collar. That was a fun one. So betting sponsors as well, but fourth shirts. But Sharon, is there anything regarding football shirts that you would like to kind of present to us to enter into Football Shirt Room 101?
Yes. My entry would be that there are very light shaded shirts or white shirts which are really revealing, and especially when the fabric is thin. I could be an example right now and just stand up and reveal that this part is, I think the light is doing its work right now, but you can see my belly button, which isn't the worst, but if that could be a thing to be changed, that is something, I come across quite often, especially the cleavage.
Do you mean it
area.
being quite shiny, Sharon? Or
yeah, it's just well, it's the fabric is, in this case, this one, the Lotto shirt is a little bit shiny, but sometimes it also is, it's just thin, so it's like, do I have to wear a shirt underneath it? And then I'm like, I'm wearing two shirts. So that is something that, Just I have it with some England home kits that I'm like, oh, they're just a little thin, and then make you wear a shirt underneath it, especially with this weather. That is not an option. So that is something. Yeah, that is my entry.
Do you know what? I like it because
Okay.
you are because you're tackling a problem which football shirt manufacturers should be thinking about anyway. As a kind of going back to what we're talking about with women's football shirts anyway, but like they need to be thinking about this sort of thing. They need to be aware that females collect football shirts, females buy football shirts, and not necessarily just the women's ones, but the baggy, oversized ones as well, and be aware that. And I mean, I'm only saying it as women don't, but personally as well, I don't think I would like it if I had a shirt that was particularly like see-through. Like, I don't think I'd be too comfortable with that. Like, I want...
No, me neither.
If I'm a professional footballer, and I think back to... I think there's, like, professional cyclists, right? They wear these cycling things, and when they take them off, they are sunburned all the way through because they are designed to be a tiny little skin and not have any property other than denote what team they are, right? And if you're a professional footballer... You have a shirt which is designed to keep you cool and wick away sweat and denote what football team you play for, right? That's the three properties. But when it comes to a fan version, then you need to start thinking about who's wearing this. Is it going to fit them? Is it going to look nice? Is it going to fit right?
Yeah.
And the fact that they don't think about... Go on, Jake.
No, I think you bang on there, Rich. That should be the reason why there are player spec and there are fan spec shirts. One for that will be worn out during day-to-days, to go to the games, to go out, to be social in. They're not, they don't need. It doesn't serve the same purpose to be skin tight, sweat wicking away material, does it? It doesn't need. It doesn't need to be covering the same thing, and that's what the main difference should be between the two.
Agreed.
I like it. Woody, we're adding this in, right? This is going in Football Shirt Room 101.
Yeah, pull the lever, mate. That's a good... Yeah.
I'm pulling the lever. It's going in. Boom.
Hey.
Right. Now, it would be remiss of us to notice that the women's Euros are kicking off. This pod will be out on a Sunday, but it is a Wednesday, and the women's Euros is kicking off, right?
Certainly is.
Yep. It is.
Are we? We're excited for the women's Euros.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Oh well, let's just. I mean, this will be some slow sports news, but Norway beat Switzerland 2-1. Coming from behind, Switzerland 1-0 up, and Norway won 2-1. Isn't that exciting?
It's a big result, that is, to be honest, because
it is.
Switzerland are the home nation.
And Norway were playing awful in the first half as well.
Yeah, they were.
Norway.
Nope. I love it.
No, I'm really sorry. I've got lots of country jokes just lined up, ready to go.
There you go. Really good.
I don't know much about Switzerland, but their flag is a big plus.
Oh, let's just end the podcast now. Come on.
I'll just remember you that it's past 11 right here. So
yeah.
Is this the way I have to fall asleep?
Right. I tell you what. Go on.
No, I was just thinking because the teams or the countries you mentioned, they have incredible shirts. Since we're also shirt enthusiasts, have you seen? I really love both shirts, but especially to be honest, Norway home kit is my shirt of the tournament. It's really clean. The color red is insane. The badge in the center. The swoosh from Nike underneath is just it's incredible. I don't know if you had any time to look into the shirts that have been brought out, but I think this European Championship is, in my opinion, really well. We're actually spoiled as shirt collectors for the offers they have right now. It's terrible for the bank accounts, but it's just eye candy to look at. It's just insane. So yeah, credit
Well,
to all
it's funny you
manufacturers.
say that, Sharon, because even though this won't be a regular thing, listeners, but we have done some blind kit rankings in the last 2 weeks and episodes, and even I don't know if you listeners are enjoying them, but there's some part of me that thinks I don't care because we're having a lot of fun making them.
Yeah.
And so, would you care to join us? And because we are short on time, I think we're going to do a top 5 blind ranking of football shirts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up. I've got all of the shirts here, all of them,
All right.
all 32, actually 33. I got 33 because and not goalkeeper shirts because they're boring as hell. And I'm going to random number generate them. Well, they're not. Sorry. Yes, thank you, Jake. They're not boring. They're just all the same, just in different
Okay.
colors.
Well said.
What we'll
Boring,
do is
then.
we're going to random number generator, and I'm going to pick a shirt that comes in the number, and then you have to place it 1 to 5 in the ranking. And as you know, you don't know what shirts are going to come up.
Exactly. Okay.
So you know, at your peril, you leave the 5th shirt till last, and you have number 1 spot available. I've done this the past 2 weeks, and Jake likes to live on the edge, and for that reason, we've had
Doesn't he just?
Al Hilal as the best shirt at the Club World Cup right now.
I stand by it. I stand by it now. They're in it for the end.
Yeah.
After
I
that
love
win
the
against
fact-
Man City. It's looking
That's
so
what I
much
love
better.
about it. He didn't care at all until they beat Man City, and there he loves them. Right,
Yeah.
so we've got, like I say, so first of all, we've got 1 shirt coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to random number generator it. I'm going to hold the picture up to the screen so you can see it. Helen, if you can quickly Google it as well, and I know Jake, you can quickly Google it. Right. Random number generator, and we have got. Oh, what's this one? Okay. Iceland away.
Ooh.
So I'm holding it up here. If you can see it, it is a. Oh, that's a very. I'm going to move this thing out of the way. Can we get a better view of it? I don't know. It is.
Is that just white?
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
It has this.
It's not just white. It's got hoops, but they're kind of like pink into turquoise in a very kind of
Oh,
icy, wishy-washy way. Wishy-washy is a bad word to use.
I like the
Yeah.
badge though. The badge is
The
really,
badge
really
is
good.
Beautiful.
Jake, have you got it up there?
However-
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you've got
let
a
me just
slightly
take
better
this
view
light
of it.
down.
My camera's crap.
Yeah.
Let me get my light down.
This is
Okay,
good.
I
podcast
think
content.
I'm putting
this
this.
is it's a
a
hard
number-
shirt to try and get because it's if you can see it's kind of got like a little bit of a wavy pattern. Apologies for the light.
Don't worry. I'm placing this on number 5 because I think
Oh,
they're
she's
going to
starting
be.
early.
I
Helen-
agree with you, Sharon, on that.
Helen, what do you make of it? Can you bring it up? Have you had a look at it?
I like it. It's very fresh, very
Fresh.
sort of
Like
minty
toothpaste.
green, pastely purple.
See, I like this is because I want to know what
like
Jake thinks as
the,
well, because we've got the 2 people that can see it properly, and then the 2 people are looking on screen. What do you make of it, Jake?
For me, I think as we've struggled to try and highlight it via camera, I don't think you'll get the full gist of it whilst it's on the screen and whilst the women are playing in it. I think it will look very, very white. But up close, if you was to wear it yourself, I think you'd feel so cool in it. I love the colours, love the pattern. It's a really, really nice shirt up close, but I am happy to put it in fifth because I know the strength that this competition has.
Ooh, Sharon, are you using your phone to? So I can't even send you anything, can
Yes. I've seen it before, so
I? Oh, you have seen it before.
I'm still keeping it in.
You're still keeping it fifth, okay?
Yeah.
But right, so Sharon wants to put it fifth, but is Woody, you're agreeing? But what about you, Helen? Do you agree with Jake in saying it's fresh and cool, or what do you think?
Yeah, I really like it. I'm putting it third. I think it's got strong Nordic vibes that I enjoy.
Jakey?
I mean, I'm happy to meet in the middle and shove it fourth.
I feel like that's a fair. I feel like that's a fair shot.
Okay, let's pop them in fourth. Let's
pop them in fourth. So it's Iceland away.
Locked in.
Locked in.
You're making a big mistake.
Don't do this, Woody. Go with it. Go with it. Have faith.
Okay, next one is. Well, interesting enough, it's Denmark's special edition shirt.
Oh yeah.
Are they wearing this?
I believe so. Much like the men's team did have a third shirt. In the previous Euros, they wore that. Didn't they wear that against England in Euro 2001? That all red one. Yeah. What is that? That's interesting. It's it has all the hallmarks of a Leyton Orient kind of like 90s V. So there's a V.
It looks like
black.
It looks like a bad Little Red Riding Hood outfit, like with a hood. Is that a wolf?
It's like Wonder Woman.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah. Maybe that could be a good thing though for the women's team.
I'm going to go to the what I'm liking to call the women's Euros expert first. Sharon, what do you make of this one?
This is a hard debate because I'm thinking about fashion part, and then I would say, yeah, definitely number 3. If I look at it just this way, just like we're looking at it right now, then I don't like it. So it can be upgraded. But if we're rating based on how it's going to look on the pitch, then I have to say this is going to be 5th.
Okay, right. Before you go on any further, I just want to ask if you were given this shirt right now and you were going to style it with something to make it look cool, which is what you were thinking about. What are you pairing that shirt with?
I think I would go for a blouse and then white blouse underneath, but then the cuffs to here, if I'm showing it correct. Yeah. And then I'm just purchased these jeans that are actually they're shorts, but they're a bit longer than the average short, so they come up to knee length, and they're quite baggy. So I think that, and I would put it like tight in the jeans. So that's the first thing, and then a pair of loafers and some maybe because Hummel has really nice socks, so maybe combine it with Hummel socks.
Some Hummel socks, yes.
I like the pattern.
Nice, I like that. Woody, what about you? What do you make of this one?
And I thought, how would you wear it?
No.
How would I wear it? With a receipt. No. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. I mean, I love Denmark shirts. I've always been a big fan. Again, it might look good on the player, but for me as a purchaser or a collector, it hasn't really done it for me. It's not really, it hasn't followed a trend of Danish shirts gone by. It just looks a bit too garish. So, yeah, it's 5 for me, I'm afraid.
Okay. Helen?
Oh yeah, I like this. I think this is really cool. It's got like Franz Ferdinand vibes, I think. Number 2 for me.
Okay.
Whoa!
No, I like it as a shirt. I like it as a shirt. Whether it as a football shirt, I'm not too sure. But say if it was like part of like a lifestyle range or something like that, I'd buzz off it because I think all of the patterns are class. Like it's got that Hubble chevron in the red part. The pattern and the detail that is in the black part of the shirt is so cool. It is so cool. But as a Denmark shirt, I kind of agree with Woody where it doesn't just hit the mark as a Denmark shirt, but as something visually to look at, I really like it. So I mean, third, I'd be happy with. I'd happy with it above Iceland.
Well, there's the thing: is it above Iceland or is it below Iceland?
This is
You
above
need to
Iceland for me.
agree.
Above Iceland.
Oh, the game's
I could
gone.
go with above.
Oh, calm down, Woody. I'm going to put it in at third then, okay? Denmark Special Edition. Locking it in.
There is a couple of boars in there, Woody. Let's just pray that there's a boar that comes out next for fifth.
Please.
Oh, you guys. Right, here we go. We're spinning the wheel. Spinning the metaphorical wheel. And we have got Iceland. Iceland.
Again?
Give that bag a shuffle, Rich.
Hold on a minute. No, wait a minute. No. You're right. Sorry, it's not Iceland. It's Finland.
Ooh,
Finland.
Home or
Finland.
away?
Is their home shirt white?
Yes, the home shirt's white.
White,
this
blue?
one, yeah.
It's the white shirt with a blue stripe down the middle.
Oh yeah.
Which has I actually know quite a bit about this already because I was doing a bit of research into it. It's all denoting the history of Finland and storytelling. And it's a white shirt. It's a very simple white shirt with a blue stripe down the middle with little yellow pinstripe. The blue Nike tick is superb because it has the little yellow outline as well. And it's in collaboration with a Finnish artist called Klaus Harpaniemi, I believe it is, which is celebrating Finnish
You thought my
storytelling.
surname was difficult?
Yeah, it's because Klaus is not here. Because Klaus isn't here, I feel like I can say that name and fuck it up because they're not going to worry about it. It celebrates storytelling, nature, and design. So the stripe isn't just a stripe; it has very distinct patterns in it that are denoting nature, history, and storytelling within Finnish culture.
Okay.
And I believe, where is it? I believe the photo of them advertising it. I mean, unfortunately, I've only got the female wearing the away kit, but that's a bit of Sharon, isn't it? Wearing it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the away shirt. We're not counting the away shirt. We're only counting the home shirt.
Yeah.
So, what do we think of that one?
I think it's very, very smart. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, to be honest with you. The badge, the crest, is so nice with that little gold outline on there, like you say, that matches the Nike tick. The authentic sort of Finnish pattern that runs down the front of the shirt is kind of that homage to your nationality that you'd like to see on your nation's home shirt. The colours are stunning. I love the little gold bits that are flashed in there. It's really smart. It's really a smart shirt.
I'm going to go to Mr. Skeptical.
Do you know, I'm going to shock you all. I like this one.
Oh, we got a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, it's simple done right. I think what you've got, because I think the stripe in the middle is very similar to the actual flag of Finland in terms of its bold thickness of the stripe. Yeah. The badge looks good, as Jake said, and the fact that they've got designs within the stripe make it just that little extra special. It's simple. It's not too overcomplicated. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, just simple shirt. Looks good. Nice.
Helen, I'm going to come to you next.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. I
Helen.
think it looks vaguely religious. It looks a bit like something a bishop would
Yeah.
wear.
Yeah, it's very churchy, isn't it? It's got that churchy
Bishop
vibe. You know,
Finland.
like bit of material like that sort of they wrap around them or something like that. I get that. I do get that.
Okay. And Sharon, what do you think of this one?
I think all has been said by the three of you guys. It's like this could be decided for me if they have a stunning name set. You know, so because then you have the front, you know, the story, and it really looks good. But in a way, I'm like, okay, it's all about the front. So
we said this before, Rich.
We have said this before, and the one thing I will say is we are basing it on this shirt as it is seen.
Okay.
So it's not fair on us making comparisons to some that have name sets, some that don't.
Okay, I would go for third place. I think, like Woody said, that you know, you don't have to reinvent it, but just do what you have to do right, and that is done. So based upon that,
well,
third place.
Third has already been taken, so we've got first, second, or fifth.
Is it a top 2 shirt? I don't think it is.
Yeah, that's the same with me. But it doesn't deserve to be. Oh,
you can put it in fifth, but I'm going to take myself out of the voting for the rest of the show.
Rage quit.
Yeah, this is. I'm telling you, this is not easy. This is what I told you.
Yeah, this is really difficult. Then
it can't be one. Can't be number one.
No, second then, because it doesn't deserve the fifth place. This is difficult.
Whilst this doesn't count, I can't find the name set and number set for the shirt. I've got the away kit that the women are wearing. I don't know if you can see right there. That's the numbers they're wearing.
That's good. Yeah, I like that.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? So it is a bespoke name set. I'm not going to let that influence you, but if you want to let it influence you, you can.
I would go for second place. It's not worth first, but second.
We have literally got first or fifth now, guys.
Yeah, that's
we're all agreeing.
The same as last time.
Finland
this is
home.
sick.
You guys, I love this because this is what blind ranking's all about.
It's difficult.
Difficult, lemon difficult.
What?
Okay.
That's not saying.
Right. Yeah, it is.
It's not saying.
Someone's not watched that much TV. Okay, right. So we've just mentioned them already, but it is the Switzerland home shirt.
I know.
And
that is dull.
One thing I would say is that it has a jacquard, which does have it looks like the Switzerland FA logo and the plus, like really detailed in the jacquard, which creates a lovely little effect.
Yeah,
but
very heavy on that shiny jacquard.
It's red, it's shiny. It has the red, but then it has that darker, deeper maroony red as the kind of bits. Oh, look at that. I mean, don't look at it. Don't look at that image. Sharon, don't look at that image. We're not looking at how you'd wear it and style it. We're looking at it as a single football shirt image. Helen, I want to come to you first. Have you seen it? Have you had a look at it?
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's a bit boring. Number 5 for me.
Okay.
Hey.
Woodster.
Yeah, do you know, it's the same as the men's one, isn't it?
I don't know if it is exactly the same,
Very
but
similar.
much like they did with the last Euros, All they did
Yeah.
was just change a pattern on it. Same template.
It just like Switzerland, like they could do so much. You think about their kit in Euro '96, the fade with the white and the kits they've had. You know, like you could do so much with that, and it's just so uninventive. Like it's brilliant. Oh, a kit looks lovely close up, but it needs to look good far away as well. This is just plain red.
They
So
got
5th.
They've got chocolate. They could do so much.
Hang on, they've got the Toblerone. Put it first.
If they release a Toblerone
fifth.
kit, okay. Sharon, what do you reckon?
I think I agree with 5th. I think it's lazy, and I think it's actually a disrespect because they're the host nation. So, yeah, it's a shame.
Okay. Okay.
5th.
Okay. Jake, round us off. What do you think?
I mean, I'm happy to put it 5th. I think it's all right, to be honest. I think it's got. As a child of the 90s, I love it when there's a shiny jacquard print in a shirt. It just takes me way back, and I quite appreciate that aspect of it. But like you said, Woody, the men's team was a red on maroon sort of vibe.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was. And I'm not too sure why they've gone with that all of a sudden when they were heavy on the red and the white, like you said, with the fades and all that sort of stuff. So happy with 5th, but it's okay.
And as Sharon said as well, they're the host nation. And all the other teams have got their own unique identity to a kit for women's football. This one just looks like a men's copy. It's just a letdown.
You could say that's Puma's fault, couldn't you? Because if you remember for the women's Euros last time round, all of the Puma kits had adopted exactly the same template as the men's shirt, but it had that London department store pattern. Help me out here.
Oh yeah, Puma did. Yeah,
Puma did. What was the department store? That one in central London. Helen, come on. Department store in the centre of London.
Oh, Selfridges.
Not Selfridges.
Harrods.
Nope. Just off Piccadilly Circus. It's like got wooden like slats on it. It's like an old Victorian building. Liberty, that's it. It had Liberty patterns on it. So like there was a lack of uniqueness, but also a cleverness to it because it was. But that doesn't seem to have been done this time round. It just seems to be Switzerland. That's it. Okay, right. So that's it. So this next one, you've gambled again. Whatever I pick now has to be coming first.
It's not my fault this time.
Oh.
And we have got. Okay. You've got the France home shirt.
Oh yeah, banger! Absolute banger.
I can deal with that.
What a shirt!
I need to see this close up.
So get Jake to find a picture of it close up. But the Nike logo and the France badge are of a rose gold pink variety. The blue is, as you can see, a dark blue with speckles of light blue and red running through it.
That's good.
I sent that.
Is that a white collar?
Yeah. But it's not a proper collar.
It's not an actual collar. It's just a trim.
Okay.
Ignore the number. You're not allowed to look at the number. Don't look at the number. Ignore the number. Can you
see the texture on that shirt? Apparently, it's an actual French term that they've sort of adopted onto that shirt, which gives the impression of texture. So you got the blues, you got the darks, but then if you look into there, you can see little flecks of like that rose color and that red.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So layered.
I think it should be number 1 then. This one.
Do you reckon it should be? Do we have any thoughts? Sharon, have you seen this kit beforehand? What do you think of it?
It came across because with the release of the Netherlands kit last week, scrolled down and saw a lot of the rest of Nike's offers, and I like it. I think it's clean. I think it would really look good on the pitch. You know, the color, the blue color I really like the collar. I think it's like classy. Yeah, so I could. I'm happy that we organically made this become number one.
Okay, I like that. Helen, what do you make of it?
Yeah, nice, smart, cool, good one. Well done, us.
Yeah.
Woody, you happy with this one?
Yeah, I love a rich blue. I love a really dark rich blue. What's the whole kit like though? Is it blue shorts, red socks, or white shorts, red socks? What's the story?
I think
don't know.
all shirt, short, sock combo. I think are all in that dark blue. I think.
All blue.
Yeah.
I
think
thought
it's all
they had
blue.
white shorts, but correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was white shorts. I'm
Blue
actually
shorts,
now
red
curious.
socks.
Look,
White
okay.
shorts, red
Oh,
socks.
Blue shorts, red
Is it?
socks.
Oh, blue shorts, red socks.
blue shorts, red socks. Okay, classy.
Okay.
I'm
I actually-
Yeah,
curious
it's nice.
about
I
the Iceland
think-
kit.
Go on,
Which
sorry.
color shorts would that have? Because we rated that number 4. But the Iceland kit that we had before this, I wonder what kind of shorts they have.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Is that doesn't come into effect when it comes to ranking the kits.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's a
There
it's
goes
a funny
my
one, isn't it?
fashion shorts.
Because the French kit that we probably all are used to are that France '98 winning team, which was the blue shirt,
Yeah.
white shorts, red socks. But
Yeah.
I don't know, but the blue red looks so much cooler and classier. I don't know.
They do that a lot in
Am I the only
rugby.
one who thinks that?
When they won it in Russia, wasn't that an all dark blue affair? Blue.
Yeah,
It wasn't supposed to
Good point.
be.
yeah.
Croatia
What
had
was it,
different
actually?
coloured Croatia had white shorts, I believe. So maybe there was a conflict.
You're right, Jake. It was
Anyway,
all blue.
well done to France. France have come top of our blind rankings, and probably deservedly so.
Mhm.
I did think it was slightly like bus seat, but I've said that over the last 3 episodes on 3 different occasions that something looks like a bus seat. So I'm going to keep my opinions to myself.
You just like buses.
I love buses. What's it? Bohemians O'Neill's did a bus seat one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, right. We are all done. We've ran long. Sharon, I'm sorry we've run you long. I know it's approaching midnight where you are, so we're gonna end it now. But I mean, personally, thank you so much for coming on. It's been so lovely and wonderful to kind of hear your story and your different opinions on football shirts. It's been fantastic.
Thank you so much for having me, and I enjoyed meeting you guys. Finally meeting you guys for some of you, and continue the great work and keep bringing this community together and giving them the platform to speak their opinion.
We will. So if people aren't following you already and they want to after listening to this, where can they find you on social media, websites, internets, all the kind of stuff? Where can they find all your different places?
I think the easiest would be at Sharon Zomer, and that is ZOOMER. And then in my bio, you could see the link to my website, Kit And. So I think that would be the most easiest route.
Nice. Okay. Woody, if people want to find you on social media, where can they find you?
Instagram at WoodyW1988 or That 90s Premier League podcast.
Very good podcast. Jake, if people want to look at your fantastic artwork, where can they find you?
So yeah, I'm at Art on Shirts FC on anything and everything.
And if you want some kind of like help with producing or editing, or want to give Helen a job that still allows her to edit our podcast, where can they find you, Helen?
Crabsalon.com.
That's it. And we are at Shirts Pod on social media, on all the platforms, I think, all the social media platforms. The Wonderful World of Football Shirts on Spotify and YouTube. And yes, the final thing we have is we have our guest to say goodbye. So Sharon, we would like to give you the honor to say goodbye to all of our lovely guests.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to do it in Dutch, if you're okay with that.
Yeah, do it.
Absolutely.
I'll promise to keep it normal. Hallo iedereen. Dankjewel voor het luisteren. Ik wil jullie bij deze een hele fijne avond wensen. En tot snel. Doeg!
Doei.
Doeg.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Here you go.
Brilliant.
Right, there we go. Oh, hold on a minute. I didn't press end. End.